Welcome back to NASA Week 5 here on twitch.tv/Vodible. I'm Surplus. I'm joined by Appabug. Appa, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Before we get into this matchup between Destroyer Meganoob and Bozo Bunch, make sure to subscribe to Vodible's YouTube. I believe he's 3 away from 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. So do !YouTube in the chat right now. Go subscribe if you haven't already. It just takes 3 people. And then
there has to be 3 people.
There have to be 3 people who haven't subscribed yet. I mean, I would do it, but I'm already subscribed. So it's like, you know, I can't unsubscribe and then resubscribe. That'd be a little weird. It doesn't change the number, you know? So it's like...
Hey, get your siblings to do it too. I mean, we need everyone we can get. Yep.
So you get your siblings, your mom, your dad, your dog, your neighbor, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your nephews, you know, whoever has a YouTube account, just make them subscribe to that, and we'll be good to go. But anyway, we are also close to this next matchup between Destroyer Meganoob and Bozo Bunch. These two teams both have a combined 3 wins, but I think that this will still be a banger series nonetheless. Destroyer Meganoob at 1-4 with Zale, Jahvaro, Comet 4K with subs Dino, Pasty Food, and Megunia. Bozo Bunch at 2-3 with Fem Bison, Muncher, Dropleto, subs boshur, Forgot, Numbat, and Mole Moneth. So, Appabug, who do you think takes this matchup this week?
Honestly, I have to say Bozo Bunch. Essentially, Bozo Bunch is coming off of, you know, the hardest 5 games, or I believe 5 games so far, that you know you could possibly have on your schedule. They've literally played the 1 through 5 seeds currently on the standings. I think they're probably better than what their record says. The question is how much better, and we'll probably find out throughout these next 4 weeks, these last 4 weeks of the season, how much better they are than their record.
Absolutely. I don't think any team right now is ruled out for playoffs. There's no mathematicals or anything that needs to happen for the for any team to be not eligible for playoffs. So teams like Destroyer Meganoob and Bozo Bunch just have to get in gear and start winning now. And I think Bozo Bunch has a chance to do so here tonight. Let's just hope that this is a pretty easy series and not like the 3-game monstrosity that we saw before. We're in Gates of Obscura, and we're going to see who's on blue. It looks, I. So I is in on the match with boshur and Dropleto here for the Bozo Bunch.
And definitely fire up, start coming in here, right? Definitely a very interesting awakening. A lot of people definitely have some controversy with this awakening, but it creates interesting games, and especially on a map like Obscura, where there's like a lot of things you can do with your flip, like hit it through portals and make it really hard to defend against, right? I'm definitely excited to see. And we see Dropleto hovering this Asher here. And Atlas is like, these melee goalies like Dubu and Atlas are very common on this map, right? They can essentially play the portals very well, but also you don't really need to be as mobile on goalie, because you have so many clear options using the portals if you have to. But also a lot of times you're put into these like corners where if you're playing a ranged goalie, you can struggle a little bit trying to clear it out up there.
Absolutely. I like this composition here. I like the complications here right now. And also, by the way, I have to give a shout out to I believe one of the members of University of Houston Premier in the CCL. Those games start tomorrow on Striker Central. Just want to give a quick shout out there. But let's see if I can get a win here as well as tomorrow on the Bozo Bunch. They already have 2 goal barriers, and best part about the Gates of Obscura is the teleportation play. I think a lot. Oh my goodness! Dropleto gets the KO on the Dubu, and Bozo Bunch get up early in the set.
When you see Fire Up start, you expect to see a lot of goals scored by flips, but the goal was scored so fast, no one even had flip yet. So this is actually probably pretty good though. Good start for the side of Bozo Bunch, because they didn't even need to use flips to get that goal.
Absolutely, just had to use that brute force power, and the portals are back on the sides of the arena instead of in the corners. Doesn't matter though. Dropleto will grab both of those barriers, and boshur. Oh my goodness, what a shot from the end of the goalie. He throwing out that AIMI tank emote as well. Bozo Bunch is doing a great job.
Yep, that was a demon angle if I've ever seen one. Absolute fantastic flip. As right off the bat, Dropleto throws their flip too. We're gonna see a lot of these like instinctual flips essentially, because the flip, using your flip, even if you don't get something out of it, it's not that big of a deal because you're gonna get more later when your team also flips, especially in these competitive games where you can organize who flips when, right?
Oh, what a defense!
Yep. It looks like Destroyer Meganoob does not want to go down 3-0 in this set. Takes both barriers right off the bat here.
Both barriers are down, and there goes the goal from Comet 4K, a close-range shotgun, and with the assist from Zale as well. Destroyer Meganoob is not out of the water just yet. They need to keep this up, maybe get a reverse sweep going in this first set, but we'll see it from there. Jahvaro pulls out the log, core flip coming out, grabs one from I. Another one going down. Core flip also coming out from boshur. Maybe something could happen from there, but the deflection is there as well. Comet 4K getting all up into boshur's business with that shield as well. 2 gold barriers are down, and the, oh my goodness, Zale! But I grabs that core flip save there as well. Jahvaro has the core flip here too. Both goals are open. The portal coming into play here. I trying to bring it right into Dropleto, but the deflect from Zale negates that core flip, and another KO for Dropleto. Dubu is out for the minute, so power play coming up, but it doesn't matter. Comet 4K still makes the goal happen, and we're tied up 2-2.
What a hero play by Comet 4K. The goalie down. If Comet doesn't score there, right there, they probably lose the set. And this first set matters so much with this fire-up start, because if an energy awakening like appears, the game could get out of control really fast.
Absolutely, a snowball could be happening at any moment here. boshur with the core flip, saving that core, that barrier there. And run barrier goes down. Dropleto on the Asher. I with the pass down grabs this one. The conveyor belt coming out and will probably help, and it will. Dropleto and I with the assist there. 3-2. Bozo Bunch up 1-0 in the set.
And that last point was very essentially what we like to see in the first 2 points as well, of just, you know, methodical gameplay. They, you know, got both barriers very swiftly and were able to take the goal without much of a struggle. This is the type of, you know, thing we see from Bozo Bunch sometimes, and when they show it, it's just really hard to play against it. As we're seeing the, you know, Egoist come out right here as well with fire up. That's a really nasty combination because there's a lot of flips coming out. You get a lot of usage out of that Egoist.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at these awakenings. Good timeless creator for I, the missile prop for the Atlas as well. Going to help a lot with boshur's defensive effectiveness here. And, I mean, you're already seeing how Comet 4K is just all up in the Atlas's face. So it makes sense as to why you would get that secondary boost there with the missile prop. Good rescue from Dropleto as they are brought back to life from the Atlas. Great work there. The expanse coming out from boshur, and boshur going to push this one back to I. I looking to pass it over, but Jahvaro is there and ready to go. I keeping this core on there. Oh my goodness. Comet grabs boshur though out of the game. Not boshur, sorry, my bad. I believe Jahvaro out of the game here. Not Jahvaro, the other Asher. You know what I mean, chat. You know what I mean. Dropleto. And the core flip is wasted by boshur. One core flip comes back from Comet 4K. The other Comet core flip going out from I. So both goal barriers are open. The conveyor belt might help here. And the core flip does not. I grabs that gold, first one in this set.
And I want you to look at Dropleto's core flip bar. He just respawned and already has a flip like in one strike. The one strike is all they're gonna need to proc that Egoist. Just shows how fast you get flip in these types of games when you have fire up and your team is using it.
Comet 4K and Zale both working to grab that the first goal barrier there. And also, by the way, Jahvaro, great work with that Tofu Fortress as well. I get shattered, but immediately gets healed up. Dropleto also has a core flip, but doesn't matter. The portals help out, and Comet 4K is right there to strike the advantage with that goal.
That's definitely, you know, a good time to score because Dropleto's speed, like massive speed buff was going off, and now he does not get the speed buff. They still get 10% speed, but it's just not the same as that 80% speed, I believe, from the Egoist. That you get when that procs. So definitely a nice time to score as Dropleto tries to get that top corner, but ends up working out in his favor, but just misses it.
This fire up start is insane. You're seeing core flip after core flip after core flip, just chaining one into the other. At least it doesn't take down both goal barriers, so we only got one going down here. One goes down, though, for Destroyer Meganoob. Eye on a life support, needs help immediately. Comet 4K is on their tail, though. Look at the big fish swarming in the waters there. Estelle is gone. Dropleto needs to grab this goal, but it goes through the portal here, and both goal barriers are gone for Bozo Bunch. This is Destroyer Meganoob's time to dance here. Eye with the conveyor belt, making it work. Oh my goodness, oh man, Dropleto utilizing this core flip. Eye and boshur both have it. Eye will pop it, just using it as a stalling one. The XDD comes out, no worries there though. Zale juggling it to Comet 4K. There might be some drop opportunity here. Dropleto brings it over boshur with the core flip, and it's dropped right to Dropleto and Eye. It's set point here for Bozo Bunch.
And these flips come out so fast that you don't even have enough time to finish speaking before something happens. You know, it's crazy. And Dropleto's already at another flip. It's like we just saw him have a flip a second ago, and he already has his egoist again.
So much egoist coming out here. Boshur needs to defend. One goal barrier goes down for the Bozo Bunch, but another one looks to be trying to camp it here, but the conveyor belt does all the work there for Eye, and another one goes down. So Bozo Bunch back at it again. Zale, oh my god, Jahvaro! What a core flip save there. It was on the edge, but it doesn't work out. Eye still has the superior positioning on the AIMI, and will win this set, bringing Bozo Bunch up 2-0 in the first one.
Very unfortunate. Almost a hero core flip, but just not quite enough. As a nice shot by Muncher, or Eye, as some call him, on the bottom side there.
Let's look at this draft here. Eye will be taken as MVP of the match. The Dead Eye. That makes a lot of sense. The ranged hits would work out there. It's like Dropleto, I believe, taking the big fish core, the hot shot. Built different, going to the Dubu.
I believe Dropleto is actually. I believe Dropleto was the other Asher.
One of the
Comet
Ashers took it. Comet 4K taking the big fish.
I will say that, you know, your favorite awakening big fish with tempo swing is a very good combination. We're going to see a lot of damage coming out because of how that tempo swing scales with extra stagger. And you know what big fish gives you, right? It gives you size and stagger. So definitely a nice pickup for Comet 4K, but it doesn't seem to matter as they're very low here right at the beginning of the round, and both barriers are down, and they're just dead.
Comet 4K does not utilize the big fish to the best of their ability, but Jahvaro has your favorite awakening built different, and it's looking really good for him. But Dropleto gets behind him, grabs the core flip, and this is just all Bozo Bunch this match.
Yep, this is definitely one of those fire-up games that just spiral out of control, because when you get like one of these energy awakenings off the bat, like, you know, Egoist, it's just so crazy the amount of extra energy you produce. It's kind of like playing an RTS game, but your opponent is just producing more resources than you. It just snowballs out of control.
Good. I like this that conveyor belt energy there from AIMI going through and getting where nobody was through that portal. Dropleto has this core flip here, and there's one gone for each team. So Dropleto needs to bounce it up here. Good. Tofu wall completely negating the need for a core flip, and now the core flip will come in, though, because of these portals. Boshur bringing this back down to Eye. Comet 4K will utilize the core flip here, and one goal barrier will go down. Boshur has his core flip, though, as a defensive liability. Eye trying to bring it in, but it will go back up, bounce up to Dropleto. They are on match point here. Could 3-0 Destroyer Meganoob in this first match.
That was actually a pretty nice play. Essentially, Dropleto blocks the roll, allowing Eye to pick up the core and dribble around, and then set up Dropleto for another shot later on. Nice teamwork. See it coming for those two.
Great teamwork as well. Dropleto getting right into the face of Jahvaro. Has to use the core flip there as well. Two goal barriers down on both sides of the goal here, and Comet 4K utilizing the core flip, and another core flip coming out to take down both barriers. So the goals are open for both teams. Atlas will ping pong it over. Jahvaro is gone. Comet 4K needs to keep this on the other side, because both Dropleto and Eye could absolutely bring this in for a goal here. Boshur brings this down right to Dropleto, and that's a 3-0 victory for the Bozo Bunch.
Yep, definitely. We saw just how far, you know, spiraled out of control. You know, we had a 3-2 round, and then a 3-1 round, and then a 3-0 round. Just shows how fast awakenings can snowball games, and this was definitely a great example of that.
To give a shout out to match MVP, Dropleto getting 6 goals, Jahvaro with 25 saves. Looking at the stats here, Comet 3K, Comet 4K, I said 3K because Comet had 3 goals. Comet 4K with the 3 goals there, 16K damage, the most on Destroyer Meganoob. But you can't outweigh and Dropleto's damage. Over 30K damage combined, 6 goals for Dropleto, 2 for 5 assists. And boshur with that 1 goalie goal, you gotta love it.
Yeah, definitely. If they're gonna do better in this next match, they can't have Comet 4K have the most redirects. Obviously, they almost had all the same. It's just kind of cute. They're all matching, but you generally want your brawler to have less redirects than your midfielder and goalies, right? Not that your brawler can't have redirects, but it's usually means that the fact that they're getting involved in midfield is why usually they're getting these redirects, and that's just not usually a good thing if you want to win these games. For your brawler to consistently being forced to play defense or further back than they want to, and we see Dropleto. I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but the 57 redirects instead of obviously the 73, just kind of able to sit in the net of Jahvaro and give them a hard time.
Absolutely. I think we're going to be seeing an AIMI ban out next from Destroyer Meganoob because, I mean, that just, the AIMI was doing insane damage despite the Asher being in their face 24/7. However, I think Asher's too big of a pick to just let go and to deny from either team, because then you'll just have go back up with the AIMI potentially, and there you go. It's just an easy win there for them. So I think the AIMI is going to be banned out here. And maybe Bozo Bunch denies the Dubu forward there, or the Dubu goalie there, because I don't think they would want to ban the Asher, but we'll see. We'll see once we get into match 2.
I definitely also think it's map dependent, right? That's definitely one of Asher's best maps. Her ability to score in those corners or pick up those barriers is so oppressive on that map. So maybe on a different map, it might not be as frustrating to play against. But I also think that Comet is kind of known for this Asher, so they're going to try to avoid, banning this if possible, because they definitely are going to want to play that.
Absolutely. By the way, Bozo Bunch has Dropleto from their starting roster and 2 subs in. So if you've got this amount of velocity on your bench, that is a really good spot heading into playoffs, heading into the rest of this season. We're barking up on the final bits of the season here as well. But we are currently on Oni Village, another map that we are very familiar with from the last matchup. I mean, 3 Oni Villages in a row. Oh my goodness. AIMI and Estelle are banned. It makes sense. The Estelle ban works. The AIMI ban works. So let's see what Dropleto will pick and I will pick instead.
Yep. Most likely, I'm expecting to see just this tempo swing X just sit on whatever goalie they pick. Probably going to be this Kai. I mean, it could be Kai forward. Kai forward does come out on the side of Bozo Bunch. A little bit more common on this map. But I believe it's going to be Kai goalie on the other side for Jahvaro here. And then boshur picking up the Dubu, definitely one of their more common picks, especially with that Timeless Creator, essentially just able to wall out, entire, barriers.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how this one will end up. Hopefully, Destroyer Meganoob can equalize a little bit, but we will see. Bozo Bunch gets the first tap. boshur doing a great job, and there goes And look at that, Destroyer Meganoob already 6 seconds in, have an amazing goal there.
That might be one of the fastest Oni Village goals I've ever seen. Amazing job. If Destroyer Meganoob definitely comes out swinging after that last game. They don't want to go down without a fight at the very minimum. But Dropleto doesn't want to go down either, as almost both goal barriers go down right there.
Absolutely, both goal barriers go down, and we've got just as fast of another goal here, only 9 seconds in. Dropleto doing a great job there on the X. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of X in competitive, so you gotta love it whenever he comes out.
Yeah, if you're gonna see X, it's this type of map where essentially you're not punished as much for, I guess, not scoring right away, because X is able to build up this DPS on these defensive maps and slowly kill the goalie or be a nuisance in that goal box, and this is the type of map to do that for sure.
Absolutely, Comet 4K with the flip already. One goal barrier going down here for Destroyer Meganoob. I is in the position, and they grab that goal. Good work there, as well as the leveling is starting to get a little out of hand, but I mean, there's nothing that say Jahvaro can't do to get the Kai up to snuff here. Here's the kickoff, Dropleto, and Comet immediately throws the core flip there and gets one goal barrier, but so does Dropleto, redirecting this core down. boshur with the slide on in, the roll, log coming out as well, and Dropleto is just really fiending and feasting for this top goal barrier here. I will bring it up. boshur brings it up as well, and the goal is open. Logs come out, not logs, sorry, bamboo shoots. The tofu fortress comes out, as does the log. The core flip will be used after that goal barrier goes down. Not a whole lot of defense in this bottom corner, and Dropleto will get the KO as well as that third goal. Bozo punches back up.
I think that the KO is almost a little bit unnecessary. I'm pretty sure he could have just struck it into that bottom corner, but definitely nice to see. Also is able to pick up more XP, but it just shows how much of a nuisance this X is being for Jahvaro.
He's got to be excessive.
Yeah, definitely being excessive, as we see, you know, both CTL and Chrono Boost here, and obviously Julia isn't one either. So X gets his choice of pick here, and we're also seeing a really interesting awakening come out. 1-2 punch. You know, usually these types of Kais will take the aerials or the Chrono Boost, especially on the forward position, but the 1-2 punch to maybe allow the broach to do more damage. Another interesting thing is because of the change pretty recently, it also allows for some interesting dribble plays, because, you know, your second strike on the core does an extra 15% speed. Not quite as much as Hotshot, but very close.
Absolutely, both of these are working out here, and look at that, both goal barriers already down for Destroyer Meganoob. Dropleto is causing chaos. Jahvaro is getting beat up here. Dropleto also trying to get this bell ringer here to be figured out. boshur doing good defense on the Dubu. Zale trying to keep this out of harm's way. Good defense there as well. boshur trying to defend, but it won't work. Oh no, and there goes Dropleto. Power play opportunity for Destroyer Meganoob. Looks like boshur keeps it at bay for now with that log. I will go down with the Kai, and oh no, even though the roll was there, Comet 4K just taps it in. Destroyer Meganoob are back on the top foot.
Yeah, but this is kind of what happened in the beginning of the last round, but hopefully this time for Destroyer Meganoob, they'll be able to, you know, hold their league and not just give up 3 straight goals and lose the set. But definitely nice start, and once they're just on the offense again. If they're able to, like, you know, score these goals fast, Dropleto will not be able to, you know, apply this pressure. But sadly, they're just not able to keep it on the side of Bozo Bunch for long enough, as Dropleto puts in the top corner.
And you're already starting to see a little bit of some level discrepancy here. Again, Dropleto at level 4. And I at level 4, whereas your 2 forwards on Destroyer Meganoob are at level 3. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to level those up pretty soon here if they play their cards right. Dropleto bringing down the core, bringing up the core as well. Excessive acceleration here. boshur uses the core flip, installs that up as Dropleto grabs the second goal and another set point. And dude, Dropleto is doing so good right now.
Dropleto is essentially saying, I'm going to skill check and strike war you every single time. If you're going to want to win this game, you got to strike war better, play better, and win more, right? And Dropleto is winning those strike wars over and over again against this goalie. Nice kill, though, comes out against Muncher I here, and forcing another kill almost on boshur, not quite dead, but it's probably going to mean the goal, because there's just no way to defend with 1 HP. But Dropleto just doesn't care. He's trying to put him in 1 versus 3. Oh.
I also do want to bring up boshur's wall there. Taking Zale and Comet 4K and some extra time to go around, and then popping that elusive really helped the survivability of the hamster. If there was no wall there, they would instantly go in and knock him into goal and then grab that goal just that much faster. But boshur was thinking with their hamster brain. The tofu helping out here a bit. Comet 4K getting into this goal barrier here. 1 goal barrier going down as well for Destroyer Meganoob. Comet 4K
nice
bringing
dribbling.
it up and around. A good dribbling there, and there goes a secondary one. So Destroyer Meganoob could equalize, and they do, especially with that KO. Destroyer Meganoob finally wins a set here, 3-2.
And you're talking about this, level lead, but Comet 4K is actually the highest level in the game right now. So definitely coming back for Comet 4K. Some interesting awakenings we see right off the bat. Catalyst, even a Spark of Agility if they want to Spark, but there are 2 Sparks down already. Looks like the Catalyst is going to be picked up. And now we're going to see what the X will pick up. I mean, an extra special, very common. And obviously Prime Time is just like, you know, the Kai awakening, right? So it's going to help Jahvaro have a little bit better defense here.
Absolutely, Prime Time as well. Shout out Vodible. Oh, wait. We're on Vodible's channel. Y'all already know about Prime Time. This is crazy. Anyway, pretty good awakening draft. I can't wait to see Dropleto with this extra special. Comet 4K with the level 5 already, though, and it looks like there goes 1 goal barrier, and boshur will grab another one. Oh, but there they go. The X is gone. Oh, but so is the Drakkar. It's a 2v2 mega house here. boshur doing a great job there. You gotta love it whenever a Dubu grabs this one, and I will grab that goal. And it's so weird to say that because it sounds like I, Surplus, am doing something. I'm not in this game. These players are so much better than me.
Yep, Surplus is the reason why a lot of people will just call them by their other name, Muncher. They usually go by it because it's really hard to, you know, say I every single time because it just sounds so awkward. But whatever, I'm pretty sure they don't care. Whatever you want to call them, I or Muncher or just that Bozo, all work. But all of a sudden, Bozo is able to essentially just, I mean, excuse me, destroying Meganoob is just able to essentially just put it in off the bat of Comet 4K. And Comet 4K is trying to be like the light in this darkness for this destroying Meganoob squad.
Absolutely. Comet 4K doing a great job playing their cards right, getting this level up, and not letting it slide, not sugarcoating this on this Juliet at the moment. 1 goal barrier goes down, the core flip comes out. Great flames from I, though. Muncher munching up the competition here. Almost super close to this core flip. Zale will bring it up. boshur with the tofu wall coming out. Comet 4K on the tail of this core, though. Great defense from boshur, and it's trying to stun Comet 4K, but it doesn't matter. Another goal barrier will go down, and Dropleto will be spun. Bringing it up here. Dropleto doing some damage to Jahvaro. It knocks him out. See you later. There goes the Kai. Eyes Kai with the core flip as well, but it doesn't need to be used. Dropleto will bring this back up to a set point for the Bozo bunch. Great offense there, and Dropleto finally on level 6.
I said I spy a goal and passed it right to Dropleto for a nice 2-1 lead in the set. And oh my goodness, the flip for the kill as well. There's a power play, but they're gonna lose a barrier on the tail end of it. These first barriers don't matter as much as, like, you know, the other barriers, but it does. Yes. It is definitely nice to have these power plays. You see Dropleto is able to just force it through Jahvaro here, and just such a nuisance. I think if Destroyer Meganoob is going to want to, like, pull ahead here, they're going to need to somehow figure out how to deal with this X that's essentially just sitting on Jahvaro here.
And to figure out how to deal with Dropleto, we're going to look at the drafts. Comet 4K, the first one to grab it for Destroyer Meganoob. Let's see what the Kai goes with, though. I will grab the Quick Strike. And Juliet here, Comet 4K, taking their time, figuring out what they want. Goes with the Specialized Training, Hot Shot on the Dubu as well. Jahvaro taking their time as well. Dropleto grabbing the Twin Drive as the fire up goes for Jahvaro, which makes sense. It's what you grab as a goalie. Super Surge going up for the Drakkar. I think this is a good shot here for Destroyer Meganoob to tie up and go to a game 5.
Yeah, Comet deciding to pick up the, you know, Specialized. I think they were deciding between the two, which one wanted it more, Comet 4K or Jahvaro. But they were they may have been afraid that the Dubu would try to steal it from them or something. But they kind of have to deny it also from the X, because if this X gets, you know, cast to last and tempo swing and on top of the Specialized Training, it's just so difficult to deal with, as they're just unloading damage on him right now. I think this is kind of their plan against this Dropleto sitting on. Oh, never mind, Dropleto gets this barrier. Oh my goodness, and all of a sudden, the parries are open and flips are coming out, but it's just not enough. But Dropleto's actually 1 versus 2 X-Lore right here, taking out Comet and Jahvaro to like 1 HP, but not quite able to finish off the job here.
Jahvaro the Dropleto was super duper low, and winning that 1v2 is insane. Also grabbing that goal, 2 goals away from sealing the deal for Bozo Bunch here in this second match, and a much needed win as well for the Bozo Bunch to get up to 500 and the 3-3 record. One goal barrier goes down. I will grab this first one up top. It goes right into the hands of Comet 4K though with the deflect. Boshur finally with the core flip. And there goes Dropleto. So there goes the power play opportunity here for Destroyer Meganoob. Jahvaro needs to keep this top up here as much as possible. Boshur can let that bottom goal barrier go as Dropleto drops back in. Comet 4K already doing some damage, but there goes the goal barrier. The core flip comes out, and I will grab that goal. 2-0. Here comes the match point. And Bozo Bunch could be tasting the sweet, sweet victory and a 500 record and get up to the middle of the standings here.
Yeah, definitely what they want to do, especially after, you know, they're a little bit of a rough start considering their team. But Comet 4K is like, not if I have anything to do with it. And putting up this valiant stand here, able to take both barriers. Jahvaro still has flip plus fire up, can't help them with it, but Comet 4K is very low and probably gonna die at Dropleto here. Not quite. Oh, nice survival right there. Is able to survive the X ult, but they're gonna lose both barriers, and Dropleto is dribbling it down here.
Oh, there goes Comet 4K. A core flip comes out from Jahvaro into Zale's core flip, but doesn't matter, that's fine. Good roll there from Boshur, stunning out the other players here. Comet 4K comes back up now, and it looks like that it's working out as well. By the way, Comet 4K evaded death so much against Dropleto. You know, something had to give there. I will go grab the core flip. Comet 4K deflects it. Boshur on the goal there, doing some good work on the Dubu, getting down to where they need to as soon as possible. And it's a Dubu goal! I with the assist. The log catering it up, and it bounces up and down. There goes Bozo Bunch. They're up 2-0. They win this set. They're advanced to 3-3. And you have to feel for Destroyer Meganoob. And they're down to 1-5 now. Oh no, poor guys. Destroyer Meganoob getting a win against Snackin' and Smackin', but down there at the bottom,
look at that
tied
damage.
for 10th.
Look at that damage.
30K! Oh my goodness. 20K from Comet 4K as well. You got to give them that. I mean, 4 goals, but Dropleto, absolutely the MVP of this entire match. Just absolutely cracked.
Actually, I might actually have to argue against that, because I think I had a fantastic performance themselves. We're not only able to consistently get the core to Dropleto and essentially win a lot of these 1 versus 2 in the midfields, because after all, when you play like that as Dropleto, you're forcing your midfield to play 1 versus 2, or I guess 2 versus 2 if you include your own goalie, right? Able to get it past both members of Destroyer Meganoob so consistently that Comet 4K decided it was a better idea to move back to actually stop Dropleto. So I just gotta give it, you know, some props to I or Muncher here. And both games kind of did the same thing of just winning midfield consistently.
Absolutely. You have to win the midfield to win the match, and it's all about the goals, of course. But the KOs were outstanding there, both Comet 4K and Dropleto. 3 KOs. And everybody got a KO actually on this matchup. I do have to, the Boshur KO on Comet 4K though earlier on in the match was hype. I do love it whenever Dubu gets a nice KO. Love it so much. But here we go. Bozo Bunch at 3-3, solidifying themselves out of the bottom 4 and into the top 6, tying up with, I believe, Quest Esports here. And now we've got a nice, a good tie here in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place standings. We're going to see where they come up here in a bit, probably by the end of the night here. But again, Destroyer Meganoob is not out of it just yet. I don't think there's any way, it's going to be harder for them to get in the playoffs, to be fair, but there's no way that they're already eliminated from playoffs contention. Any team could still make it. They just need to make a massive push. You saw the light at the end of the tunnel there for them, especially with that Comet 4K Julie, but man, they just need to get back into the practice room, get back to the drawing board, and figure this out. Yeah,
definitely. And they do have a win. Definitely look at their win here. I mean, in their previous matches, to, I guess, look for inspiration on how they want to pull it off again. So definitely it's not over for them. But I also want to point out that Bozo Bunch definitely wants to win this game along with their next, few, to kind of solidify that they are indeed the team that people, or at least they claim to be, right? This team is definitely quite outspoken but had a little bit of a rougher start. We're able to pick up some wins against some of the better teams, but they had a lot of games against the top 5, right? Now they're having some of these more mild games that they should just win. If they want to prove they are as good as they say, they got to win these games.
They absolutely need to win these games. And next up, there also is another team that needs to win to stay alive. It's the battle of the 4-1 versus 1-4. Party Rockers in the house. They are 4-1 and in a solid number 3 spot. If they get the win over PhD tonight, they will be tied for first place alongside PP Legends and Platinum Exclusive. It'll be a very tight race to see who gets the number 1 overall seed, but Powerhouse Defenders, a solid roster up onto themselves, but they stand at 1-4, so they want to get away from getting on the bottom end of the standings here, and they want to get this upset win over Party Rockers. I believe we'll have Zojalix and Yoshi on that cast as well. Appabug, any closing remarks before we head out?
Definitely nice series to see, and I hope the next series will just be just as much of a banger. And make sure to subscribe to Vodible's YouTube channel to get them to 2,000, right? Definitely very
let me
important.
put that in the chat actually right now. YouTube, ! YouTube. Go give them your subs, please, because I think they I don't know if they hit 2K. Hopefully they did. Let me check the Prod General chat. Nope, not yet. So it's okay. It's fine though. No worries there. But yeah, go grab a subscription to Vodible, and but other than that, the final match of tonight will be live here very soon, so don't go anywhere. The final match will be brought to you up here in just a bit.